Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Obviously, I have the whole crew this time. We are just actually on our way home. We're finishing up a camping trip that we started Monday, and today's Friday. So we had a little week at the Camp Margaritaville in Auburndale, Florida. We have some good things to say about it and some bad things to say about it. So appreciate you guys checking us out, and stay tuned. Here's a nice walkthrough to a similar lot that we rented. You have the tiki hut to your left, provides great shade for you guys throughout the day. Granite countertop, sink. There is a TV in the upper corner, along with little rope lights. That counter does have electrical outlets, so you can put a coffee maker out there for coffee in the morning. That's what we did. It was nice sitting out there in cool mornings. You do have a fake grass, a little area for the kids to play on. We put cornhole on, worked perfect. Picnic table on top of a brick paver patio, a spacious lot for any size RV. The electrical hookups 50, 30, 110. This is a full hookup site. We had no issues with electrical or water pressure at all. All right, guys. Well, we're back at GHQ, the Beast Family GHQ headquarters. So we wanted to go over 3 things that we liked and 3 things that we didn't like. So what do you want to start with?
So I'll start with the dislikes.
All right, start with the dislikes. Give us 3 things that you disliked of Margaritaville in Auburndale. And guys, we're talking specifically about the Margaritaville in Auburndale, Florida. So just specifically that campground. Go with your dislikes.
So my first dislike was I was really disappointed in the drinks. It's Margaritaville, so you kind of go in with this expectation of what the drinks should be like as far as the alcoholic drinks go. And I was a bit disappointed. I ordered a margarita and I got something pre-made, but they came out of a machine. I kind of was expecting like something that blew me away, like maybe a handmade, hand shaken margarita. Either way, I was pretty disappointed in the cocktails options as far as their signature drinks go. I mean, when it comes to mixed drinks, most of it's pretty much the same everywhere you go, but I just expected a better margarita. My second one was the pools. So while the pools were great, and there's 3 of them, I didn't like how kind of separated out they were. So we were a family. We have our 4-year-old and our 8-year-old with us, and the kiddie area was in a very back corner, kind of separated it was connected to the main pool, but kind of back in area where taking her over there, I'm completely separated from the rest of the group. So I really wished it was kind of more in the same space, at least not blocked off. And then there was a 3rd pool on the other side of the campground that didn't really have any fun amenities to it. I mean, the main pool has the slide. And my son absolutely loved it. He would spend all day going down that water slide. But it would get really, really crowded at the main pool. So the other option is the 3rd one that's on the other side. And that one kind of tended to be more of an older crowd. And it felt awkward when we went over there, having our kids with us, kind of like we were ruining their time because we brought children over. So
it wasn't the RV campground that called it, but it was the other people there that called it the adult pool.
Yeah.
So there was really no thing for Kylie, who's 4, to do. Caden was fine, but that's also where, and I think we're leading into some of my dislikes too. I mean, I agree with you on the alcohol drinks. To me, you were basing it on you wanted like a fresh margarita, almost something that not out of something that you could get from the local convenience store.
I don't want to pour it out of a bottle.
Your pre-made stuff. You want something
a fresh margarita, and I think that was my expectation going in. I couldn't wait to have a margarita in Margaritaville, and I was extremely disappointed.
I mean, my first dislike is along the same lines, but more of the strength of the drinks. I get it. There's some laws I'm not familiar with about how strong a bartender can make each individual drink for a customer. But when I go to Margaritaville, I'm going with the consensus that I'm gonna get some Margaritaville drinks. Not something that's straight liquor, but something that's a little bit stronger than an Applebee's special. And for some reason, I felt like we got an Applebee's special.
That's exactly how
you know what I mean? Just like a franchise kind of, drink. So that was kind of disappointing. But my second dislike was not all the amenities were available throughout the whole week. So it just seems like they're fully open on the weekends, and during the week you get some skeleton crew. The little ice cream truck, we didn't even get a chance to we were there from Monday through Friday, and that thing wasn't open any day. And the secondary pool, or the 3rd pool, the adult pool, was
bar didn't open.
That bar didn't open until Wednesday?
Yeah. And
Wednesday
then,
or Thursday. It might
I
have
think
been
it was
Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah, Thursday.
Didn't even open until Thursday, so we got one day to spend there, and the barbecue place didn't open at all.
Not until the weekend.
So, and that leads me to my third dislike was the food. So the only really food you had was like a convenience store food, like in the storefront, where you could get like some 7-Eleven special stuff. Which is fine for, if you wanted like a midnight snack and you didn't have anything in your RV or whatever you wanted like that and you wanted something like to grab. I'm not saying that the store is open at midnight, but that kind of style food. And then right at the main pool, the food there was
awful.
I mean, wasn't the greatest. And the barbecue place we couldn't even try because it just wasn't even open.
Now, granted, we didn't go there necessarily for the food.
Yeah.
We have our RV, so we plan to cook meals throughout.
And we brought our own liquor too.
But it was nice to have the convenience of we're at the pool. We can grab lunch there and not have to leave and come back. But the food was pretty disappointing.
Yeah, but all right. So those were the dislikes. Now, what are the things we did like? Now, I mean, we did like a lot. I mean, we like the place. We will go back. So let's just say that we will go back there.
Yeah. I'd say one thing I absolutely loved about it is even though it's termed Margaritaville, and you kind of tend to think like maybe it's an adult opportunity, kind of place to go, but it really is geared towards family. And there is so much for the kids to do. Even though we were there during the week and a lot of things were closed, they had activities scheduled throughout the day for the kids to go enjoy. They had, sports, basketball. They had all kinds of, games that I wasn't aware of, but my son was active throughout the entire day playing with the other kids. They had a craft hour.
What was that one game that they
loved.
What was it, dodgeball or something like that?
It's like dodgeball, but they stand inside this big blow-up wall. And have to get each other out, but you have to throw it at your feet. He was there twice a day playing that one because they did it all the way through the evening hours. So
it started at 1 p.m. and it went all the way through the evening, so several hours, which was great, and that's one of my likes too. I mean, I agree with you on that one.
They had a little book corner room where they could go in and they could get books to read. They had like fun times, dance parties and things over in the splash pad for toddlers. Like there was just so much for the kids were busy the whole week. They had an absolute blast. And it wasn't just the water slide, there was so much more. And you get a whole schedule on their app and you can just, just see what time it is and then they run off and go, which was fantastic. I absolutely love that.
Now, what's another one?
The other one I loved was the camp space, like our campsite. So even though there wasn't a whole lot of privacy, everybody is pretty much in a big open area. But the aesthetic of the campsites, I just absolutely loved. We had our own tiki bar that had a TV in it, sink, everything. So we could just set up our bar and hang out around that, eat around it.
Full disclosure, that is a premium site. So you are paying a little bit more than just a regular site, but...
So it did have a turf area, so we had a nice kind of grassy looking area that the kids set up the cornhole and had our chairs out. I just really enjoyed the campsites themselves, and the aesthetic of Margaritaville palm trees. I mean, you really felt that Margaritaville vibe throughout.
And I think we had the same likes. Our dislikes kind of varied a little bit, kind of touched on each other, but the same likes because mine's the cleanliness of the place. It was very clean.
That. It was so clean.
And then it was also like kind of a new or nice. And I say that they're different because you could have an older place and be really, really clean, or you could have old or a new place and it'd be really, really dirty. So I wanted to kind of separate those two because it was very clean and it was new and very nice, as you've seen from the video with the cabins. Where my parents stayed, and then even our premium site. But all the sites are really, really clean and nice. We just chose to go with the premium site to get the tiki hut. Yeah. So they do have another site with the pairing site. So if you had another friend with an RV, you guys could have like two sites next to each other with a little walkway kind of. They make it pretty nice that way. So I mean, overall, I feel that we had a great experience there. It was decently priced. I think our whole week there, Monday through Friday, plus the golf cart, which is additional charge. I want to say we were just around $800, if not a little under $800. So staying at a Margaritaville, because in comparison, in Fort Myers Beach, the new Margaritaville that was just built and it's up and running now.
The resort.
Yeah, the resort. It's about $400 or $500 a night for a room there. In comparison, so you figure 2 nights at the Fort Myers Margaritaville is almost an entire week at Auburndale Campground. So I think it was really reasonably priced, and like I said, we even though our dislikes, we are definitely planning on go back. With that being said, and I know I'm throwing a curveball at Mari here, but what would you do differently going into a second stay at Margaritaville? And now we took notes on what we liked and didn't like, and I didn't. This isn't a pre-warned question. So, what would you do differently our second round?
You did throw a curveball at me because I don't know if there was a lot I would do differently. I think I would probably plan, knowing how the food is there, I would plan our, not our dinner meals, because we cooked all of our main meals, with the exception of lunch when we were there. But I'd probably prep for like lunch and snacks a little bit better, just because I know how disappointed we were in the food, and well, we know what it's like to have hangry young children around. So I think that's the main thing I would do differently. I
agree with you on that one, and I would crank it up a notch and do better on us bringing our own liquor and matching that up to the unlimited friggin' soda drink cups that you can get.
That's a good
So
one too.
if you guys never been there, they have an option that you could get an unlimited drink cup, and it has like an RFI code on the back, and you could fill that cup every 10 minutes at the Coca-Cola fountain drink machine. The thing that you have the touch screen, you can choose all the different sodas that you want. I would try to, knowing that they had that, I'd kind of pair liquor up so you could make your own adult beverages and drink them throughout the thing, and have unlimited mixers. So with the food, I agree with you on there, and I just I'd say that the soda thing. So
that'd be great if they came up with like a drink package to pair with your stay.
I think we talked about that the other night.
The cups you pay the flat rate when you first get the
like
cup.
a cruise liner.
And then that cups you use it the whole week that you're there. So no matter how many times you want to refill a soda or juice, lemonade, whatever it is from the machine, you have that cup all week. You pay the one price. It would be awesome if they had some kind of drink package. I don't know that anybody wants to drink alcohol over 10 minutes, but they just something like that would be great. But again, I was kind of disappointed in the drinks, so maybe that's.
Would you pay for it?
I don't know that I would.
Yeah.
We ended up spending a lot on the alcohol because we wanted to get all the different souvenir cups they had, and they have several different kinds. I think we would probably not do that the next time around, just to kind of save a little bit, because those souvenir cups with disappointing drinks, really, it wasn't worth the price that we spent on them.
So there's our opinion on Auburndale. We're going back, don't know when, but we will be back. Other than that, guys, we appreciate you guys checking the channel out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, the notifications, and share the video. We appreciate all our subscribers. We're expanding this channel as much and as fast as we can. With apparel, that's another thing we got to do. We got to change our apparel stuff and get that going. So we appreciate you guys, and as always, we'll see you out on that trail.
Thanks, guys.